Hey, welcome to the Shoemakers Academy. I'm Wade. Yeah, you're here because you're looking for rubber outsoles. So let me show you where to find those. If you come to the front page of the website, you can see here it says shoes and tools. That's the first place to look. And then also, if you scroll down a little bit into the web page here, you can see all of our other books and tools and stuff. And you can go here to see all. And let's go take a look. All right, so for the rubber outsoles, we have basically the classic SNF1, which is sneaker outsole, and that comes in black, gum, and white. And we also have the Air Jordan style outsole. I'll show you that later, but today we're going to talk about our sort of classic sneaker outsole. So let's go take a look. Here's where it is. You can see it, and let's jump in. So this rubber outsole is it's basically sort of classic Margom styling, right? These outsoles are made in China. Now these aren't sort of crafting supply grade outsoles. These are actually the real deal that actual production factories use and big brands buy. So basically, we're not messing around. They come in sizes from men's 5 to men's 14. That would be women's 6.5 to women's 11 and a half. So what can you do with these? Well, let me show you. Let me show you over here. So here are some examples of stuff that our customers have made. So here's a beautiful, basically full grain with the gum outsole. Here again, here's a nice sort of rustically built with the white one. Okay, so here, if you're not making your own shoe, if you are just repairing or restoring, so here's a pair of classic Nike Wimbledons, right? Now here, and you can do some interesting or strange stuff with it. So here's a pair of Western boots retooled with a rubber outsole on them. I can't remember exactly why, but they're cool. And then, okay, yes, this kind of sort of stitch-on crochet handmade deal. So here's the thing too. This outsole has a rubber stitch groove in it, and you don't actually have to punch the holes ahead of time. You bring your upper down and the needle will go through it. And I'll put some links down in the description. If you're looking at this on YouTube, I'll put some links in the description to show you how to do the channel stitching by yourself. Okay. So here's an example of our material kit that you can buy if you're making your own. Instead of buying giant sheets of it, we basically have a kit that you can make one pair out of. So that's what these folks have done. So here is some examples of work that are done by a really good friend of mine. And this is not craft. This is like full on maximum custom style. So these are this is a full American alligator sneaker using this outsole, and these are I think $900 a piece. And actually you can see his name is Tomas Arditi, and I'll put his link in the description too. You can see his sneakers. They're smashing. They're really cool. So here's the high top version. We have the last and the SNF outsole, and he's using that same last to make this classic. So here's ostrich, here's more snake, here's some calf skin, and I'll just jump over to his website so you can see what he's done with these. So here's that same collection again. If you got $2,000 and you want a beautiful pair of ostrich or alligator sneakers, here you go. But basically, back to the website here. You know, here you are. We've got all the sizes. Let's go down to the workshop, and I'll give you a little closer look at these. We'll take a look. Okay, we're down in the workshop, and let me show you. Here you can see we have three colors: black, white, and gum rubber. These all have the same sort of alloy of synthetic and natural rubber, but I just want to show you all three colors. Here we go. Okay, so here's the white. Let's take a look quickly. You've got sort of a diamond texture sidewall in the toe box here, and then again diamond sort of textured license plate. Just smooth rib texture on the bottom. So inside you see we've got egg crate, and it's got hexes in the boxes in the back, and then this pattern in the front which allows it to flex nicely. You'll see there's a little undercut here on the side, and this is so you can get sort of maximum bonding surface, right? So when you go to glue this down, you want to make sure, and actually you can see that these have already been roughed, right? So they've been sanded in the factory. So before you use these, you definitely, they're pretty well dusted. They're actually really clean. You might give them a hot soapy wash to make sure that all the mold release is gone and any dust is gone. from sitting in storage. So that way you know that you have a really clean bonding surface when you go to assemble with these. But you can see there's really, really nice tall bonding margin. And when you get your upper, you'll just have to check and see how it all fits together, right? So here you can see here's a pullover we made with the same unit. Yeah, never mind. We were pretty sloppy. We got to kind of glue on it. But anyways, you can see how that works. So here's the other thing too. You'll see that it has a stitch groove here. And once you've assembled your shoe, you take the last out. People ask me, like, do I need to punch the holes before it's made, or does it come with punched holes? No, you don't need to. Again, this is rubber. So your needle will be able to go right in. Your upper will be harder to sew through than the rubber, right? But don't worry about it. That's how it works. You just push the needle through the rubber, through the stitch groove. So again, that's it. We've had good success with these. I've showed you the projects that you can do with these. So again, black, white, and gum. Again, really nice for your project, whether it's a restoration or a full rebuild. Okay, one last thing before we go is, how do these fit? Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly. So here we have the matching glass that's available, and you'll see when you fit these together that there is a little gap, right? It doesn't fit exactly to the edge, and that's correct. That's what you need, because basically you've got upper thickness that you have to account for, whether it's 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, or 4 millimeters in the back. You're going to need extra space around the last when you apply the outsole to your finished upper, right? So, and basically, remember, what you're going to do is you're going to put glue on your upper, you're going to put contact cement on your outsole. You should have to stretch this a little bit to fit, because you really want it tight. If you get your upper assembled and you dry fit it, and you find there's a big gap out in front, then you're going to have to look for the smaller size, because stretching is okay. In fact, when these things are produced in the factory, the workers stretch the rubber onto the outsole. That's good. If you get it assembled and you have a big gap around your upper, trying to squeeze it together, if you have to squeeze too much, you're going to end up with wrinkles, and it just won't glue correctly. So it's better to have the lasted upper and the outsole fit together a little tightly than to have it loose. Okay, we're back. So you've had a chance to look at these. Basically, they're in stock, shipped today. And again, I showed you some awesome examples of what you can do with these. We have the last that matches it. I showed you how the last and outsole all fit together. So basically, if you get them as a set, which I'll show you later, if you get those as a set, they're going to fit together. So here you go, a classic outsole. Remember, I'm showing you white, but let's back up and know that we have gum, we have black, and we also have gum rubber outsoles here too. Again, these ones are using the same tool. So black, gum, or white. If you wanted to do something crazy like one side black and one side gum or one side white, you could do that same thing. So it's all the same equipment, same style. So again, these are the rubber outsoles. Again, perfect for rebuilds or custom builds or repairs. Have at it. Check it out.